Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network today via tape delay from Beaner Baseball Field here in Hutchinson. It's HARC Youth Baseball Championship playoff time in the new Major League Baseball division. Hi, everybody. I'm Nick Barczyk with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for this evening's championship game. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vern, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV Gary Smith and his fine staff. Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay, this evening's matchup between the Red Sox and the Angels in this Youth Baseball Championship matchup. We'll be back with the lineups and the first pitch coming up on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Welcome back. Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay. A gorgeous night for Youth Championship Baseball between the Red Sox and the Angels. The Red Sox, the visitors, they will bat first, and we'll quickly give you the starting lineup. Eric Townsend, Thomas Rankin, Mitch Anderson, Ryan Johnson, Eli Friend, Braden Hall, Riley Livingood, Jack Johns, and Noah Lyon, who's a call-up from the Braves. So the Red Sox lineup goes Townsend, Rankin, Anderson, Johnson, Friend, Hall, Livingood, Johns, and Lyon. And we're just about ready to go, so we'll keep it here as the Angels take on the Red Sox here at Beaner Field in Hutchinson. The defense for the Angels, Carson Scott on the mound, throwing to Xander Call. The infield looks like this. Tyler Gasper at first, the second baseman Jaden Ringer. The shortstop is Johnny Duke at third base, Ethan Janko. The DH for now is Drake Schaefer. And the outfield center fielder Carter Rosendale. The left fielder is Lucas Mathis, and the right fielder is Braden Powowar. That's Carter Rosendale in center field. Just to clear everything up before we get going with the first pitch of this game on this gorgeous night for baseball. Right on the lake here in Hutchinson. Carson Scott, the right-hander, set to deliver to the left-handed batting Eric Townsend, the pitcher for the Red Sox tonight. Leroy Townsend's club taking on Jason Scott, and the first pitch is just outside for ball one. And we're underway. 1-0. Ball two, and a good stop by Xander Call behind the plate. Two and one to Eric Townsend, number 3. Rankin on deck, and Mitch Anderson after that. Takes strike 2. Low in the zone, but good enough for a strike, and just like that, 2-2 from Scott to Townsend. Taking all the way, still has yet to swing. First 5 pitches of this one, 3-2 on Townsend. Good at bat to start. The kick and the come home from Scott is fouled off the backstop, still full. Beautiful evening. Hear the birds chirping in the background. Off-speed pitch, strike 3 called, and to not get the bat off his shoulder, that at bat. And down on strikes goes Townsend, one away. It's a backward K in the card. One out for the catcher, hitting second, Thomas Rankin. Outfield moves around a bit. First cut swinging. As Townsend swung in one pitch that lasted at bat, of course, and fouled it off. And Rankin swings here at the first one. 0-1. Early swing there, chops it foul off the backstop quickly. 0-2 on Rankin. Scott looking confident on the mound to begin. Another swing and a foul off. Takes his time, gets back in the box. The two-strike pitch is on the way off speed. Swing and a miss, and Rankin fooled there. 2 strikeouts to start for Scott. 2 away with nobody on. Johnny Duke at shortstop. A lot of encouraging words for his pitcher, Carson Scott. Now 2 outs for the second baseman, Mitch Anderson. Takes a ball. A lot of red on the field today, this American League matchup between the Red Sox and the Angels. East Coast, West Coast, 2 teams from HARC. Cleanup hitter on deck if need be, Ryan Johnson. And the pitch is lined towards the third baseman, drops off of his glove as he dove to his left and picked up by Duke. Third baseman Ethan Janko couldn't make the play, and that will be an infield single for Anderson with 2 away. So we'll give Anderson the infield single. Brings up the cleanup hitting shortstop Ryan Johnson. Runner heading down, throw down is not in time. Decent throw and a good cover by the shortstop Duke, but stolen base for Anderson. He's in scoring position with 2 out. To the backstop and thinking about it but staying put after a few hops off the bag is Anderson. Third baseman ready if need be, Ethan Janko. Good snag there by Call. Fouled off to the right. Number 15, with those white batting gloves, gets the sign from the third base coach. Scott's pitch. Strike call to the letters. Not thrilled with that call by the body language was Johnson. Kick in to come home. Low and outside for ball 4. So 2 strikeouts, an infield single, and a walk. Runners at first and second, 2 away, no score. For the center fielder hitting 5th, Eli Friend. Can make his teammates even better friends with him if he gets a hit here. 0-1, number 5. One and 1. After a good start for Scott, single and a walk. Looks to put up a 0 here in the top half of the first. 2 strikes on the batter Friend. Two-strike offering. Off speed and down to his backside. His Friend to avoid it. Scott works quickly. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side as Carson Scott also gives up a stolen base, a single and a walk, and 2 stranded with 3 strikeouts and through half an inning. It's the Red Sox nothing the Angels coming to bat. Youth baseball from Beaner Field and Hutchinson. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Angels come to bat here in the bottom half of the first, still scoreless. And Jason Scott's lineup includes Carson Scott, Tyler Gasper, Johnny Duke, Carter Rosendale, Jaden Ringer, Lucas Mathis, Braden Powowar, Xander Call, Ethan Jenko, and Drake Schaefer. And on the mound is the right-hander number 3 for the Red Sox, Eric Townsend. His mound opponent, Scott, struck out the side on the top of the first, giving up a single and a walk and stranding 2. So Scott's ready to go, number 9. The tall, lanky Townsend on top of the rubber. His infield set to go. We'll set the defense for the Soxs coming up in a bit. Ball 1. Townsend on the mound throwing to Rankin. First baseman John, second baseman Anderson. The shortstop is Johnson. The third baseman is Noah Lyon, who's from the Braves, a call-up player. And the outfield looks like this: Friend in center and left Hall, and the right fielder Living Good. Good fastball for a strike. Fouled off, getting a piece of the home plate umpire, and now 2 strikes on the batter, Scott, with Gasper and Duke to follow. Strike 3 called, and the second leadoff hitter in this first inning strikes out looking. First Townsend, now Scott. So 1 away. For Tyler Gasper, the first baseman, late lineup change. It was supposed to be Powowar in this spot and Gasper farther down the lineup, but late change by Coach Scott has Gasper in the 2-hole. He's the first baseman, wears number 7. He's hitting second, and Powowar hitting 7th. Wearing that Orioles batting helmet with a cartoon bird. Pitch by Townsend. Swing and a miss. Could have a pitcher's duel here today. Both Townsend and Scott with lively fastballs. That one's high. Count runs full to Gasper. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And just like that, both pitchers have retired their first 2 batters with strikeouts. Looking and swinging. Deja vu here in the first. 2 away for shortstop number 2. It's not Derek Jeter, it's Johnny Duke. Oh and 1. Lyon down at third was coming in. Plays back now. Creeps up again. At the knees for strike 2. Cleanup hitting Carter Rosendale on deck if need be here, but Townsend looking for a quick inning. Just off the plate. Trying to frame it was Thomas Rankin, the backstop. Strike 3 called late. About a half-second delay there, but strike 3 called, and striking out the side is Townsend. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits. None left. We've played 1 to the second, scoreless between the Angels and the Red Sox. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back. Swinging a foul tip, I believe, but whatever the case, first pitch of the second inning in pain is the catcher there. That being Xander Call. Took one off the knee, I think. I'm not sure if the batter got a piece of that one or not, Braden Hall. But whatever the case, and a lot of discomfort behind home plate is the catcher Call. It might be a while here, and we'll come right back and assess the situation on the South Union Township Sports Network. And we are back after that injury timeout. The first pitch of the top of the second. Xander Call is out of the game. He was hit in the knee after a swing and a miss by Braden Hall, who's the batter now, number 9, facing Carson Scott. So the new catcher is Carter Rosendale. And call is out. And moving into center is Drake Schaefer. And a strikeout just like that, so Hall's retired. One away, scoreless in the top of the second between the Angels and the Red Sox already through an inning and a third. 4 strikeouts for Carson Scott. Oh, and 1 on Riley Livingood, the right fielder. 1-1. On the ground, up the middle, and a base hit into center. And the throw comes into second, but a 1-out single to right center for Riley Livingood. Brings up Jack Johns, the diminutive number 1 left-hand batter, comes up and big cut 0-1 first baseman. So the Red Sox have a man on. Little number towards third, gloved, and the throw to first in the dirt and safe, an infield single for Johns. Not much there Janko could do on the low throw to the first baseman Gasper. Infield single for Johns, first and second, 1 away. Brings up Noah Lyon. Third baseman from the Braves, has his Braves shirt on, but playing for the Red Sox today. 0-1. So Rosendale behind the plate in for the injured call. Scott's 0-1. 0-2.
Can I get time here?
Shoot timeout for Johns down at first. Making sure the left shoelaces are all knotted up. All good to go. The 2-strike pitch for Lyon. Off speed. Reaching for that one and striking out swinging is Lyon. 2 out. Every out in this game has been a strikeout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through an inning and 2/3. To the top of the order, the tall left-hander Eric Townsend takes ball 1. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Wanted that one, fouls it off. 2 on, 2 out, scoreless in the second. Just off. 2-1. Wields that bat. Takes strike 2. Scott trying to strike out the side again. And he will. Swing and a miss. Townsend is down on strikes. Scott with 6 strikeouts. Not 3 up, 3 down either way, but he'll take it. No runs on 2 hits. 3 strikeouts and 2 left. Bottom of the second. Angels nothing, Red Sox nothing. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox and Angels, Nick and Jerry alongside. Youth baseball from HARC. Now Carter Rosendale is set to lead off, the cleanup hitter for the Halos. He's the catcher. He started the game in center field, but Xander Call with an injury. So he got hit on the knee with a pitch. So Rosendale is in there against Townsend. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Rosendale, Ringer, and Mathis coming up for the Angels. That's a strike. A lot of strikes thrown early by both Townsend and Scott. Pitcher's duel certainly so far. Not a single out has been put in play. All strikeouts for outs. Three hits for the Red Sox and none so far for the Angels. Got away there from Townsend. No windup, just kicks and comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike three, Rosendale. 4 up, 4 down for Townsend. 4 strikeouts. Angels have yet to put the ball in play. 1 away for Jaden Ringer, the second baseman. Simple delivery, just kicks and comes home. It's working for him. On the ground towards the second baseman to his right. Off the chest and late on the throw. So Mitch Anderson couldn't glove it. And we'll put Ringer on first. I guess an error there. E4. Runner at first, 1 away for Lucas Mathis. Left fielder. Oh and 1. Angels try to take advantage of that mistake. 2 strikes on Mathis with Puelwar to follow. Good cut, but just a foul ball. Right side foul ball. Two-strike delivery. That one took a wild ride through the fence there behind home plate and falls back into the field of play. So still 2 strikes on Mathis. That's a strike. Strike 3. And down on strikes goes Mathis for the second out. Strikeout number 5 through an inning and 2/3 for Townsend. Brings up Braden Puelwar, the right fielder. Angels try to solve Townsend. They've only put 1 ball in play. Strike 1. Two strikes. Chopper back to Townsend. Casually tosses it over to first for the final out. 1-3 the putout. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, an error, 1 left. We go to the third. Still scoreless between the Red Sox and the Angels. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay back with the top of the third. Angels nothing, Red Sox nothing. Coming up for the Red Sox, Thomas Rankin, the catcher, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. A pitcher's duel here between Eric Townsend and Carson Scott. Rankin, Mitch Anderson, Ryan Johnson. Anyone reaches Eli Friend. Good stop by Rosendale, 1-0. Big cut and a miss. Counts even. Two on to Rankin. Swing and a miss. Neither pitcher really throwing that hard, but using some off-speed stuff to fool the batters, and only one out's been put in play in this game. Two-strike offering coming up to Rankin. Swing and a miss. Off-speed stuff fooled him, and Rankin's down on strikes for the second time, one away. That's 7 strikeouts and 2 1/3 for Carson Scott. He's smiling. He's happy. He knows he's doing a good job out there. Mitch Anderson has a single. Infield single. Also stole a base. Another swing and a miss. We've seen a ton of those so far tonight. Again, fools him. 2 strikes. Having his way, kicks and comes home. Strike 3 called. It's like clockwork. Strikeout number 8. 2 outs. So 2 down for Johnson, who walked his first time, the only blemish for Scott, along with a couple of hits given up. 0-1. These are good teams with good lineups, and they have hitters, but pitchers having their way, scoreless here in the third. That's too low for a ball. That one's high. Coach is calling for the infield to be ready, but only if some contact is made. Another swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Johnson, with Eli Friend to follow. Swing and a miss. That is the inning. 9 strikeouts. Striking out the side in each inning, Carson Scott, and the Red Sox are dealing. So are the Angels. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left. All strikeouts, bottom of the third. Still scoreless on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, Specialists in Digestive Health.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Scoreless in the bottom of the third. Nick and Jerry back with you, and Jerry tells me the Angels, at this juncture of their last game against the Blue Jays, really started to hit, and we'll see what happens. Still without a hit here. Only one base runner reaching on an error. 14 strikeouts in this game. 5 for Townsend, 9 for Carson Scott. He struck out the side in innings 1 through 3. Here's the pitch. That's line foul left side by Call, who was hurt earlier in the game. So he's not catching. He's in the outfield now, but got hit by a pitch behind the plate on the knee, but he's back still in the lineup. Making good contact there down the left side. Chopper, shortstop. Knocks it down, but will not be in time. Had to glove it and throw, and he couldn't do that. And calls aboard an infield single. So Johnson knocks it down, but allows Call to reach. Infield hit for Ethan Janko. That could be the winning run the way this game's going. Time will be called. They want a pinch runner for Xander Call. I don't think he wants to go off the bases. And he can't be the pinch runner since he's not the pitcher or the catcher, or he can't be substituted, or he'd have to leave the game. But he will stay out there. They were asking, since Call suffered that injury earlier, if he could be run for, but he wants to stay out there, and I don't blame him. Strike. In the dirt through the wickets, and down to second is Call, gingerly, but he gets there. He's in scoring position. Rankin couldn't corral that one. Late cut and a miss. That one too high, and a good eye by Ethan Janko. That one just off the plate and high for ball 4. So just like that, first and second, this is what Jerry was talking about, this juncture of the game. The Angels will try to get on Eric Townsend on the Red Sox. A walk and a single. First and second. First and second, no outs for Drake Schaefer. It's 0-1. On the center fielder. Top of the order on deck, and Carson Scott. Take strike two. Good pitch. Strike three called. Pitch low in the zone, but Schaefer couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Strikes out looking one away. So one out for Carson Scott. Takes a strike.
Hey, I need a hard level swing right here, okay?
Top of the order. Scott's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He struck out plenty on the mound as well. Struck out the side in each of the first 3 innings in this game. This one lined up the middle for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home, would be Xander Call. He's running in gingerly. And after getting injured earlier in the game, he scores the game's first run. 1-0 Angels on the RBI hit for Carson Scott. He's having himself quite a day. He ends up at second. So second and third, still nobody out. It's 1-0 Angels. His Call is plated on the hit from Scott. This one fouled off, 0-1 for Gasper. It's happening again, Jerry. The Angels are coming alive here, and a little confusion at third. It's a dead ball, so the runner, Janko, had to hold.
Hey, choke up and go. 2 strikes. 2 strikes. Just need contact.
Cut and a miss, and down on strikes. And not happy about it is Gasper. 1 away. Another strikeout for Townsend brings up Johnny Duke. Oh, and 1.
You guys are watching it too much.
This one chopped up the middle and past the second baseman for a base hit. Another run comes home. Here comes run number 3 as Scott is scoring, and it's 3-0 Angels. A 2-run hit for Johnny Duke. With 1 out, he chopped it up the middle. Played Scott and Janko, 3-0 Halos. They've broken it open. Here's Carter Rosendale. Takes a ball.
Carter, if it's there, go get it.
Home plate umpire having a chat with Carter Rosendale. Now we're set to go. Slap foul off the backstop.
Hey, big pitch right here. Let's go.
That one's low. Heading in down to second, standing up is Duke, so he's in scoring position. A hit could score him potentially. So one lined up the middle, base hit. Through the wickets of the center fielder, rounding third, heading for home, is Johnny Duke. He scores, and that one gets through the fence. So that's a ground rule double as that one rolled through the fence after it got through the wickets of the center fielder. So an RBI ground rule double for Rosendale makes it 4-0 Angels here in the third. So Jerry is Nostradamus. He predicted this. And a talk on the mound with Leroy Townsend and Eric Townsend. As Townsend's given up 4 runs this inning. Still only 1 out. A runner at second. And Jaden Ringer coming up for the Halos against the Red Sox. On this beautiful evening for baseball, the Angels coming alive, and Ringer has reached on an error. As he faces the right-hander Townsend. Pitch high. Rankin playing some games there with Rosendale out at second. Kick and the come home. Foul tip and caught by Rankin for a strike. Kick and the pitch. Dancing off second is Rosendale. Low in the zone, but a strike. And the count's full to Jaden Ringer. 1 away, runner at second, bottom of the third. Angels 4, Red Sox nothing. All 4 runs coming home this half inning for the Angels. That pitch is high for ball 4. That could be the end of the road for Townsend. First and second. He'll stay on the mound for now. The 8th hitter in this inning coming up, Lucas Mathis. He struck out back in the, second inning. 0-1.
Let's go hard swing, buddy. There you go. Good hang, Paul. Good hang. You gotta protect.
Couple of strikes. Townsend just trying to get out of this inning. No more further damage. Fastball high. A lot of fans beyond the outfield fence watching this one, especially in right field. Beautiful night. And the Angels coming alive here right on cue in the third inning. Off the fence. Runners stop and start. We might have a run down here. Runners at third, and the runner gets to second. So a double steal. Ball off the backstop fence. Rankin picked it up, threw down to first, not in time, and heading into second is Ringer, and down to third is Rosendale. This one, a liner, almost hit the base runner, but it goes into center. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 6-0 Angels. Smile on the face of Ringer as he scores after Rosendale. 6-0 Angels in the third. There has to be a pitching change here, and there will be. We'll confirm that. And the baseball will be taken. Leroy takes it from Eric. The Townsend's there. We'll take a break. Angels on a roll. Third inning. 1 out. Runner at first. It's 6-0 Angels. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. real service, from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back. 6-0 Angels, one out here in the bottom of the third. Runner at first after a two-run single. This a check swing and caught by the second baseman. And that's the final out. We go to the fourth. 6-0 Angels on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back. 6 runs come home for the Angels in the third, given up by Townsend. Mitch Anderson came in through one pitch and had a pop out to second to end the inning. So fourth inning, 6-0 Angels lead the Red Sox. Top of the fourth, Eli Friend will face Carson Scott, who has 9 strikeouts, striking out the side on the first, second, and third. Cut and a miss. 2 strikes. Friend, Hall, and Living good here. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 10. He's on fire. Pitching a shutout with 10 strikeouts through 3 and a third to Scott, with only 3 hits given up and a walk. So 1 away for Hall. He's 0 for 1. Now a comfortable 6-run lead for the Angels and for Scott. 0-1. Sound like a broken record here. 0-1, swing and a miss. Contact there, past the pitcher. First baseman has it. And a toss to the covering Scott for the play. A beautiful 3-1 putout, just like they do it in pitchers' fielding practice in the spring training down in Bradenton. So a good play there. John's over 2. The pitcher, Scott, 3-1, 2 away for Living Good. He has a single. Ball 1. No batting gloves for Living Good. Old-fashioned up there. Couple of strikes on Living Good. Quick work being made by Scott. By the way, that 3-1 put out the first out recorded. There wasn't a strikeout by the Angels. Another strikeout. Doesn't strike out the side, but pretty close. He's been involved in everything. 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts. Bottom of the 4th. It is 6-0 Angels over the Red Sox on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown in Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-0 Angels, putting up a 6 spot in the 3rd. Look to duplicate that, or maybe just get a couple to get some insurance. They face Mitch Anderson, 0-1. Anderson in relief of Townsend. 9 batters to the plate, 6 runs in the last inning for the Angels. Ball 1. Xander Call is up, and Ethan Janko to follow. Drake Schaefer, anyone reaches Carson Scott, who's been the star of this game. As an RBI single, a run, he struck out 11 as Scott threw 4 innings, no runs. Ball 2. Chopper foul. And injuring himself there, and that Xander Call, he's had a rough day at the office. He's got to be in pain. Got hit by a pitch on the knee as the catcher now gets hit on a foul ball off his body. I've seen professional players really wince and grimace in pain, so that young man, tough kid. Lines this one to left. It gets down. That could be to the fence. And it will be a double at least for Xander Call. And he'll stop at second. An opposite field double to the fence for Xander Call. What a game for him. He's been the star along with Scott. 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Leads off the inning for the Angels. Opposite field double for Call brings up Janko, who's walked and scored on a hit from Scott. Out of the stretch is Anderson. Call down to third, no throw. So a base hit will score another. Anderson's pitch, laid high, swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Janko. Swing and a miss, and the first strikeout for Anderson gets Janko one away with a runner at third for Schaefer, who's 0 for 1. Drake Schaefer steps in, looks to drive home his teammate down at third. 0 and 1. Two.
Hey, don't look at me. Let's go.
Kick and the come home to the backstop. Two strikes. Cut and a miss. Strikeout number 2, 2 outs. Top of the order, Scott. He's 1 for 2. Up and in.
Hey, that's a beautiful pitch. Way to work it out, Carson. Way to be smart in there, kid. Way to be smart now. Keep the ball game now. Let's go, Carson.
In the air to right. That one hit a country mile. The right fielder misjudges it, and a run will score easy to make it 7-0. Rounding second, heading for third is Scott. He'll stop. Actually, he'll round third, but then he'll go back, and he has an RBI triple to make it 7-0 Angels. Right fielder greatly misjudging that one. But a 3-bagger will give it to him, and a run brought in. 7-0 Angels. Here's Gasper, who's 0 for 2. Has a run down at third to drive in. Strike. So Carson Scott and Xander Call, your big heroes of the game so far for the Angels. Strike 2 on Gasper. That cartoon bird Oriole batting helmet with his Angels jersey. Comical sight, takes a ball. Orioles have brought back that cartoon bird. Brooks Robinson and Boog Powell made famous. Grounded sharply, foul to the right. Strike 3, up in the zone, doesn't like it, and a late call by the umpire, but that's the inning. Another run comes home on a couple of hits. RBI triple for Scott makes it 7-0 Angels as we go to the 5th on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay back with the top of the fifth. Angels 7, Red Sox nothing here. Youth baseball. New pitcher is Ethan Janko, the new third baseman. Replacing him there is Jaden Ringer. And we're set to go with Jack Johns at the dish. 0-1. But what a night for Carson Scott. 11 strikeouts in 4 innings. The shutout. He's in line for the win, up 7. So on the ground to the third baseman, gloves it to first, and dropped by the first baseman there, safe. And John's aboard.
That's all right. Nobody hurt. Come on, guys.
So John's aboard for the second time, brings up Noah Lyon, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That one's high. Janko quickly grabs the ball and gets back on the rubber. Johns at first. Nobody out, 5th inning, 7-0 Angels, and the pitch to Lyon. Is 0 strike called. 1-2. This one lined, right side, foul ball. Close one, but foul down the right field line. 2 strikes on Lyon.
Go, Noah.
Kick and the come home from Janko. This one on the ground, left side, shortstop. Try to get the lead runner, they will. Over to first, good stop, but not in time. 6-4 on the putout. Short to second for the lead runner to be retired. Fielder's choice, 1 away, runner at first for the top of the order, Eric Townsend. Outside. Good snag by Rankin. He's been behind the plate this whole game.
Come on, Eric.
Good snag again.
Come on, Eric.
Another good stop to make it 3-0. Townsend 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts at the hands of Carson Scott. That's a 4-pitch walk to put runners at first and second, 1 out. Brings up Thomas Rankin.
Thomas. Wait on it. Keep them feet still, all right? Don't be reaching for it. Go.
Hey, we got one down. Here we go. Let's go. We got this, bud.
Coach Tom, you got
Rankin a couple of strikeouts. He's caught the whole game. Of course, Rosendale behind the dish for the Angels after Call was injured. As the lights are coming on here, 7-0 Angels in the 5th. This one in the air to right center. That one's going to get down as Lyon is rounding third. Stopping at third for now is Townsend. He will actually try to score as no throw will come in. 2 runs will score. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's a 5-run game, 7-2. A 2-run double to right center for Rankin. Plates Townsend and Lyon. 7-2 with 1 out. So no shutout at least. Strike. So the Red Sox, with Scott out, look to take advantage as they face Ethan Janko. Mitch Anderson 1 for 2 with a single. Chopper left side. Shortstop can't make a play on it. And wisely stopping at third after rounding it is Rankin after the single by Anderson. First and third, one away for Ryan Johnson, the cleanup hitter. Now the Red Sox have something going, down 5 with 2 on here in the 5th. Kick and the pitch. That one's high and in. Throw down to second. That one's high. Sails over the head of the second baseman and the shortstop. A run will score. Throw down to third. And stopping there on the errant throw is Anderson, but Rankin scores to make it 7-3. Runner at third, one away in the 5th. It's a 4-run game. Run scores on the throwing error. We'll have a conference here with the Angels and the Red Sox. Coaches talking to their respective players, and Red Sox trying to respond. The Angels had a 6th spot in the 3rd. They played at 1 last inning. Angels have brought home 3 so far here in the 5th. We have a new pitcher in as well. That was quick. Carter Rosendale, he's caught. And now he's pitching, and he has a lively fastball. And we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We are back. Rosendale on the mound trying to fan the flames in relief of Janko. It's now 7-3 Angels in the 5th. Red Sox batting. Down 4. Runner at third. 1 out for Ryan Johnson. Cleanup hitting Johnson, the shortstop, is struck out and walked. Kicking the come home from Rosendale. He has a lively right arm. Delivers a strike to Johnson. The runner at third, 1 away. 5th inning, 7-3 Angels. Wow. Lively arm for Rosendale. Quickly retires Johnson, who struck out twice, 2 away, to bring up Eli Friend, who struck out twice, the center fielder. This Red Sox team, now is their work cut out for them against the lively arm of Rosendale. 0-1. Got to be quicker, says his first base coach. 1-1. Two on to Friend. 3-1. Dancing off of third and retreating is Anderson. Swing and a miss. Counts full. Trying to drive home his teammate down at third and extend this rally. Cutting a miss and striking out a couple. good relief appearance for Rosendale to end the inning. 3 runs come home on a couple of hits, a man stranded, and 2 strikeouts in relief by Rosendale. Now we have a ball game, bottom of the 5th. It's now a 4-run game. The Angels 7, Red Sox 3. Back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network. Welcome back. Mitch Anderson on the mound for the Red Sox, who now trail 7-3 to the Angels. Bottom of the 5th. Johnny Duke. Angels hope this is their last at bat. Trying to add on. Duke's 1 for 2 with a single, a run, and 2 RBIs. Off speed from Anderson, 0-1. Down the line, fair ball. Fair ball down the left field line. That should be an easy double for Duke. He'll stop at second with a leadoff double. 2 hits for Johnny Duke. There's Carter Rosendale. 1 for 2 with a double and a run. Solid contact there to right center. Gets down for a base hit. Past the right fielder. Having a tough time out there. Rounding third. Heading for home is Duke. Here comes the throw to third. It's off the fence line over to get it. Won't be in time. Sliding in safely is Rosendale. He plates 2. And the Angels extend their lead to 6, 9-3. So won't give him an inside the park home run because of some fielding and throwing errors, but whatever the case, Duke and Rosendale both score, and the lead's back up to 6 here in the 5th. So nobody on, nobody out for Ringer, who's reached base a couple of times and scored a run. Fouled off. It's low. Comebacker off the glove of Anderson. Picks it back up and throws to first, so technically a 1-1-3 putout. Very alert there is Anderson. On the comebacker, 1 away. Brings up Mathis. Oh and 1. Solid contact there, right side past the first baseman and the second baseman. In a right for a single for Mathis. He's 2 for 3. As the inning continues for the Halos, the Angels. Braden Puowar 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out. 0 and 1. On the ground left side, Lyon, actually the shortstop takes it over to second for the out. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. So 2 away and the runner down to first. Good play there. As Johnson flips it over to the second baseman covering. That being Living Good. So runner at first, 2 outs for Xander Cull, who scored twice, singled and walked. Pop up, left side, fair ball. Past Lyon, shortstop out to get it. That's a single for Cull the other way. He's on base 3 times. First and second, 2 out. That one's high. Jumping out of the way is Janko. That's a walk. So bases loaded, 2 outs for Drake Schaefer, with the Angels up 9-3 here in the 5th. Base hit would really open things up here off of Anderson. That pitch behind the batter. That's a strike. That one fouled off. Right side. 2 strikes. As that one avoided any vehicles. That's a ball. Coming set is Anderson, and the pitch is strike 3. And down on strikes goes Schaefer. Leave them loaded, but a couple more runs come home, and we go to the 6th inning. Last wraps, Red Sox down 6. 9-3 Angels on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Drs. Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Welcome back. Last wraps for the Red Sox down 6, 9-3 here in the top of the 6th. As they look for a rally, Braden Hall coming up. They face the right-hander with the lively right arm, Carter Rosendale. 0 for 2 is Hall with a strikeout and a ground out. Ball one.
All right, Brady, let's go. It's there. You drive it. That's it.
Grounded foul to the right.
All right, Brady, let's go. It's there, Brady. Come on, Brady.
1-1 offering coming up from Rosendale to Hall. Late cut and a miss, 2 strikes. Good take.
Good hold. Good hold. That's it, Brady.
Shortstop has it. Good contact, but the shortstop gobbles that one up, and 0 for 3 is Hall. One away. Nice play made there by Johnny Duke, who's been at short all games, made some fine defensive plays. Brings up Riley Livingood. 1 for 2 with a single.
Come on, Riley.
Strike of the knees.
Go, Riley. Got it.
Showing off his softball abilities there. Carson Scott behind the plate. Pitch to Livingood. The kick and the come home. Outside.
Got it, Riley.
That's low. Inside. And that's a walk, so Livingood's aboard for the second time. A single and a walk, 1 away. Jack Johns will come up. His team down 6, 9-3 here in the 6th. Red Sox need a rally to keep this game going. 2 singles for Johns, the left-hander. Faces Rosendale, high ball 1.
Go, Jack.
Cut and a miss. That one misses.
Go, Jack. All right.
That one misses, so Rosendale having some trouble finding the strike zone the last couple of batters.
Come on, Jack.
Mixed contact here, left side foul ball. Full count on Johns with Lyon on deck.
It's in your zone, Jack. You're going to be in your zone, okay? It's in your zone. Full count.
3-2. Strike 3. Johns down on strikes for the second out, and the Red Sox down to their final out in the form of Noah Lyon. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Rosendale. Strike one. Two strikes now, the final strike of the game here potentially. Call up from the Braves line, the last hope for the Red Sox. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first, 9-3 Angels in the 6th. Swing and a miss. That is the ball game. As everyone files out, Rosendale didn't know it, but it is the game after that strikeout as Lions retired and the Angels came alive, just like Jerry would say, in the 3rd inning, scoring 6 runs. They would add 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. 3 in the 5th, not enough for the Red Sox. And your final score here in 6 tonight, a full regulation game. The Angels 9, the Red Sox 3. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, Gary Smith and his fine staff. I'm Nick Barczyk along with Jerry Dupay. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Your final score, the Angels 9, the Red Sox 3. So long, everybody, on the South Union Township Sports Network.